I should have known. I'd have worn a polo shirt or something.
You could have worn shorts. Next time I was going to wear shorts and a tank top.
Let's do it.
Yes.
Well, I cannot believe this is the final show of 2019.
Yesterday I was walking around the house, and before I came here I was just wearing pants and no shirt, and Muriel's like, are you going on air like that?
That would cause quite a ruckus.
A little bit of a ruckus, yes.
Well, we are over the moon that you're here to share the final show of 2019 with Mr. Andrew Lessman. This next 2 hours is truly a show dedicated to you, focused on your health. We're going to show you things that you don't often see during Andrew's shows, products that are always well received, and stick around because at the very end of the 2 hours, back to back, two of my absolute favorites that very rarely get airtime. Andrew, and I'm thrilled that we get to start with Essential One.
And the reason why, one of the most common questions, we have a list of questions that we always try to get through on the Monday night show, and the questions tend to be similar and consistent, but the most frequently asked question is, where do I start?
Right.
And the perfect place to start is with Essential One.
Yes.
Because my Essential One treats the key vitamins like vitamin D and vitamin B12, treats them like separate vitamins. So you get, in this product, you're getting 2,000 IU of the vitamin D. So some folks might choose to add a little bit of vitamin D to that, but for many folks, 2,000 IU is a perfect start. So at 2,000 IU vitamin D, and actually the chart behind me gives you a list of everything, this is the full complement of nutrients that you're getting with our Essential One. You're also getting lutein, lycopene, zeaxanthin. You're getting levels of these nutrients not found in any of the leading multivitamins. Right. You're getting our special protected coenzyme natural B12. The B12 in typical multivitamins, all of them, is cyanocobalamin, a form that liberates trace amounts of cyanide in your body when you use it. So there's no multivitamin like this, and it's the perfect place to start because it's going to give you an experience that lets you know how different our products are. No artificial colors, no binders, no fillers, no additives, just the vitamins, the minerals, the carotenoids that you want, nothing else. And that's a unique statement that no other multivitamin can make. And if you look at the typical vitamins, they're these kind of these large sort of horse pills that are lavender or yellow or orange with artificial colors. And you look at mine, and it's a small capsule, and it's an ultra-fine powder.
It's wonderfully plain, right?
It's bland. It's very vanilla looking. But it's an ultra-fine powder that dissolves instantly, so it won't upset your stomach. Right. So it really is the perfect place to start, because what defines a healthy diet really are the vitamins, the minerals, and the carotenoids, the phytonutrients, the protective compounds that diet contains. What defines it's a nutritious diet? It's the nutrients. So it's the vitamins, the minerals, the carotenoids. So that's where you start. Unfortunately, what defines a healthy diet isn't what defines the typical American diet. We really are sadly lacking in things like the vitamins, the minerals, the carotenoids that are definitive of that healthy diet. So our Essential One is the perfect place to start.
I want to tell you we've got extra special savings. Again, this is the final day of the year, so if there was anything you were meaning to buy, today is the day to do it. You can choose 30 all the way through 360. I take Essential One every day, so it makes the most sense, for me anyway, to do the 360, and the savings are amazing. I mean, you're looking at down from $149 to just over $100. I know it's hard to grasp because for many of us, we've been so committed, we've been so loyal to many brands over so many years. The reality is if you put those brands, and we're talking the Centrums, the One-A-Days, the big names and the big brands, up against Andrew's Essential One, there's really no comparison. Andrew always says it, but it's not really fair to compare because there is simply no comparison. This wins hands down. So if you're somebody where, you know, answering Andrew's question, where do I start, where do I begin? This is step one of the instruction manual for Andrew Lessman. You start here. If you only want to take perhaps one thing a day, this is what you would do. Because if you're going to take just one vitamin a day, Andrew, you want to make sure it's fully loaded.
And the typical single multivitamin, it's giving you minimal amounts of all the key nutrients. We target those key nutrients, and the typical single multivitamins don't give you lutein, they don't give you lycopene, they don't give you zeaxanthin. We give you more lutein, lycopene, and zeaxanthin than is found in the typical American diet. Right. So we more than double what you'd be getting normally from your diet. And when you look at just, I mean, we have a couple of charts here, it just kind of sums it up. It's convenient, just one capsule daily. It's a small capsule, so it's economical, about 30 cents per day. Small, easy to swallow capsule, but remember, at 30 cents a day, you're getting separate levels. You're getting like a separate vitamin D, you're getting a separate B12, so you're getting these as separate nutrients. We make those formulas separately. Well, we'll talk about that later. Each capsule contains an ultrafine powder that dissolves rapidly, comfortably, no hard to swallow and hard to digest rock hard tablets. It will never upset your stomach. Non-acidic and pH neutral, gentle to even the most sensitive stomachs, higher potencies of all key nutrients than all the leading one-pill brands. Not most of them, all of them. One leading brand, that's the only leading brand with Zeaxanthin. No other brand contains it. No artificial colors or preservatives, no binders, fillers, or sugars, no chemical additives of any kind. And if you look at the key nutrients, we have higher levels of the following key nutrients than the leading brands. Basically all the key nutrients. Vitamin D3, vitamin C, B1, B2, B5, B6, B12, selenium, and also the proper form of B12. The typical vitamin doesn't give you a form that's really going to be beneficial at all. Higher levels of vitamin C, lutein, lycopene, zeaxanthin, vitamin E, the correct form of vitamin E as well, biotin, the beauty vitamin, and chromium. So there really is no comparison. The only thing that they have me beat on completely, all the leading brands, are the long list of additives they use. The artificial colors, that they coat them with sugar, some of them coat them with carnauba wax, which is like car wax. So we have no additives. All you're getting are the things you want. We don't add any of the things you don't want. We only put the vitamins and minerals, the carotenoids you want. So it really is the perfect vitamin, that if you were doing it at home, if you had a capsule machine at home and a blender at home where you could put it all together, you would end up with this product, and you'd end up with a small, easy to swallow capsule that would never upset your stomach, and you'd have the perfect multivitamin.
Andrew, I love what you just said, and maybe that really sums it up. If you at home said, okay, right, today, it's a new beginning, I'm gonna make myself the very best multivitamin, you'd make this. I can't think of a better way to phrase it. If your vitamin, can we just get one last shot? I apologize. If your vitamin looks like this, or this, or this, or this, or this, you realize that already this vitamin is not as good as Andrew's, because this is a rock hard tablet. We talked a lot about that yesterday with some of our today's specials. You are looking at, in so many regards, an inferior product. If you are somebody that wants to try this, please give it a go. Andrew's products, although we boast about it, right here in this facility, there is no additives or fillers or binders being added anyway.
No, we don't bring them into our facility. We can't use them because we don't bring them in. And the funny thing is, if we brought them in, it's sort of a temptation because they make manufacturing so easy.
Yes.
When you start using lubricants and flowing agents and things, wow, things work wonderfully. We moved from Santa Monica 20 years ago to Henderson, Nevada over 20 years ago because the low humidity, the dryness here makes powders behave well. Right. You add lubricants, those powders behave like Teflon. They flow perfectly. But we don't want to do that. So we are willing to engage the hard work, the difficult work to make a perfectly pure product for you. And that's from the very beginning. I struggled with products that contained additives. I struggled with tablets. So I was forced 40 years ago, if I wanted products that didn't upset my stomach, that weren't causing me problems, I had to make my own pure products, an ultrafine powder in a capsule that didn't upset my stomach, that didn't cause any other allergens or other issues for me. And that's why the company exists, because I initially made products to satisfy my more specific needs, and now the products haven't changed at all. They're all still 100% pure, made without additives, and it's all made here. So the facilities that we'll be walking around here over the next hour, this is where all of your vitamins are made, all of the products that you get home. I didn't see what was on the bottling line there yesterday. It was Healthy Hair, Skin, and Nails on one bottling line. Ultimate Eye was on another bottling line. But those are the bottling lines that every product of mine that you get home, they travel down those bottling lines, and in virtually all cases, they travel down that bottling line only a matter of weeks before you received it at your house.
Right.
Not months, not years, but sometimes days and weeks, because in fact, we're fulfilling the Today Special from yesterday now. We're manufacturing some of that product today.
Amazing.
We'll be shipping it to HSN within the next 2 days. It'll probably be shipped to you in the next week after that. So that's fresh vitamins, and then I don't know of any other company that does it the way we do it.
This is, if you are really looking a true world-class, one-of-a-kind facility. Thank you for your orders. I love starting with Essential One because I relish the opportunity to dig my teeth into this. It's something we can all relate to and understand. The finest multivitamin in the world.
There truly is. I wish, and I say this not, I wouldn't mind having worthy competition.
Right.
But there really isn't any competition for this product in terms of just looking at the form of the B12, looking at the levels of vitamin D, looking at its purity, looking at the size of the capsule, looking at the pH of the product, that it won't upset your stomach. That no one contemplates all of these different issues to make sure that you get a perfect multivitamin home. And this is really where it starts. This is the foundation. The foundation of a healthy diet is a diet rich in nutrients.
Right.
The foundation of healthy dietary supplements is a nutrient-rich, vitamin, mineral, carotenoid-rich, multivitamin, multimineral, and that's what this is.
Thank you for all of your calls. We're going to head over, I believe, this way.
Sure.
Just a reminder, this is the final show of 2019. If there was anything you were meaning to shop for, a particular vitamin supplement, make sure you add it to your cart.